Hello amiibros, this is Jason of video.Shock, and here is a Game Boy Advance SP with some Spider-Man 2 stickers, and here's a Game Boy Color, a teal Game Boy Color with no stickers. So there is a reason as to why these two are together. No, but it's because it's going to be a collection video on all my Game Boy stuff. So this is actually my brother's Game Boy Advance SP because I don't have mine anymore. Mine was stolen while I was at my grandparents' house years ago. Now I've gotten over it, and yeah, so I play most of my Game Boy Advance games on this. I also play them on my DS, but yeah, and I have this Game Boy Color that I bought off eBay that came in this 3DS case for some reason. I don't know why it was in a 3DS case, but anyways, so now let's start. So in total, I have 2 original Game Boy games, 4 Game Boy Color games, and 28 Game Boy Advance games. So in total, that's 34 games overall. So let's start with the first, I guess, original Game Boy game, because it's in a black cartridge. So what a great way to start off, then, to start off with Toy Story 2. So this game is just a 2D platformer to set in Toy Story 2's universe. You just probably go through the plot of the movie. I literally just got this today, so I haven't really played it yet. And I also got this one today, but I've actually played this a little bit, and that is Pocket Bomberman. This game was really fun from what I played. It's also a 2D platformer, but it's more interesting, because you're Bomberman, just going around these levels, jumping around, putting bombs everywhere, blowing everyone to smithereens. And it's fun. That's definitely so far my favorite original Game Boy game out of the 2 that I've played. Alright, now, already 2 minutes in, we're already on the Game Boy Color games. That's great. So next is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater for the Game Boy Color. A pretty barren game overall. I mean, there's only 3 modes to it. Just free tricks, skating mode, and racing. That is literally it. But it's fun to play for like 5 to 10 minutes. Next is Tonka Raceway, which is one of those battery-powered ones, and that with the rumble technology. If this can focus, there we go. And yeah, if you're wondering what kind of battery this is, I'm pretty sure it's a AAA battery that it takes. But the vibrating actually isn't that strong. But it's a fun little like Micro Machines styled racing game, like top-down racing game. Alright, and then the last loose Game Boy Color game I have in this case, and that's Driver for the Game Boy Color, which I also have the manual for this game, which I got off eBay. Well, this game came with my Game Boy Color, and it's basically, think of GTA, but you know, with Driver. I guess. I'm guessing that game is like the console version of Driver, but I've never played the PlayStation 1 version of Driver. Sure, it's pretty good, because I've heard some good stuff about the original Driver. Alright, now onto the Game Boy Advance games that I have loose. We'll get to the box games in a bit. So let's start with, let me just grab a random game. Let's start with this one. Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Burning Earth. Now, if you really want to know stuff about this game, watch the Xbox 360 version of this game. Because this game is well known on the Xbox 360 for having a record for the fastest time of getting a complete 1,000 achievement points on the Xbox 360. I mean, the Game Boy Advance version is fine. It's a beat 'em up, as you would expect. It's fine. It's just a fine beat 'em up, just set in the Avatar world. Alright, next is the Wild Thornberrys Chimp Chase. I know nothing about this game, and I know nothing about the Wild Thornberrys. I know about the show that it's based on, but it's just I haven't played that game. It was just given to me by my friend Aaron Fazbear. Alright, next is Teenage Mutant and Ninja Turtles. This was a fun game. That's for sure. Every turtle has their own 4 levels in this game, so you basically get like every opportunity. I can't speak. Every opportunity to play as all the turtles in their own unique levels, which is what I really liked about this game. I don't really have any favorite levels, even though my favorite turtle out of all of them is Mikey. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's a fun game. Alright, next is Open Season. I don't know. I haven't played it yet. That's another game that Aaron Fazbear gave to me. He gave me a bunch of Game Boy Advance games. Alright, and then we got this looks interesting. Koala Brothers Outback Adventures, which looks like an educational game, judging from the little ESRB rating right there. Oh my god. I don't know why. It just I don't know. Next game. Next is a little compilation cartridge of Paperboy and Rampage, the original Rampage. This was a cool little compilation of two, because I like both Paperboy and Rampage. I mean, I like Rampage World Tour on the PlayStation 1 more than this version, because there's just a lot more going on in it, but yeah, and Paperboy is a fun little arcade game. Alright, next is The Lord of the Rings Return of the King, which I also have this game on PS2, and I'm guessing it's much more simpler than that. And yeah, it's the only game you'll probably ever see that where its movie won the Oscar for Best Picture. Just saying. Alright, next is Pac-Man Collection. This is a cool little collection as well. And it's really cheap to get it in box. I don't know why I don't have the box for it, but Pac-Man Collection, it has Pac-Man, Pac-Man Arrangement, Pac-Mania, and Pac-Attack. Cool little variety with this little compilation of Pac-Man stuff. And it's a really cheap game too. That's definitely a fun little compilation. Game Boy Advance had a lot of compilations of arcade games, if you couldn't tell. Alright, next is Stuart Little 2. Haven't played it yet. It's probably like the PS1 game, but I don't know. Alright, next is X2, Wolverine's Revenge, which I'm also guessing is a lot like like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but with Wolverine, like X-Men characters. You can kind of tell like which games were given to me by Aaron Fazbear, because those are games that I've played. Those are games I haven't played yet, but yeah, I want to get into X2 because it looks like a fun game, and it probably will remind me of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Maybe, I don't know. Alright, next is one of my favorite games on the Game Boy Advance, and that is Sonic Advance 3. This game just brings back so much nostalgia to me. This is one of my favorite Sonic games. Oh my god. It's my behind Sonic Mania. It's my second favorite 2D Sonic game. I mean, granted, I haven't played a lot of them, but there's just a lot of stuff in this game that's just really cool. Like, I like the team mechanics of just having two characters, and I don't know, it's just a lot of variety in that game. And speed. Okay, maybe not the speed, but still. All right, next is NFL Blitz 2002. I haven't played it. Another game. That's another game that Aaron Fazbear gave to me. Alright, next is Dogs. This one is actually not a game from Aaron Fazbear, because even though I haven't played it, this is my brother's game, and I haven't played it. It's just a dog simulator, like a simulator where you just raise a dog. I've seen him play it plenty of times, and I might have played it, but I can't remember. Alright, next is let's see, Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed. I actually did play this for like a few minutes, and it's just a side-scroller. Nothing special. Just you play as Shaggy and Scooby, like in every single Scooby-Doo game. Alright, next is a little compilation cartridge of The Incredibles and Finding Nemo, The Continuing Adventures. Incredibles is actually pretty good beat-em-up, right? Because you actually do get to play as all the members of the family. Mr. Incredible, Elastigirl, Dash, Violet, and you even get to play as Frozone in 2 levels. And yeah, Incredibles is a fun enough little beat 'em up, and it actually follows the movie pretty well. And Finding Nemo: The Continuing Adventures is basically it fills the gap, I think, between like how the tank gang got across the street. Pretty much. That's what it's. And you just play a bunch of like kind of stupid, really stupid mini games after that. First level for every character is really fun, but after that it just kind of crap. It goes to crap. Next game, which is Frogger's Adventures. This is Frogger's Adventures Temple of the Frog. If the camera could focus. Come on, camera. Focus. There we go. Temple of the Frog. This game was so think of like the other Frogger games, like the original arcade game and the PS1 game. You know, if he's back, Frogger. You know, grid. You go to square in these. But it's more story driven. But who cares about the story in a Frogger game? Yeah. But the gameplay is pretty fun. It's just basic Frogger. Just go around these levels, doing stuff as Frogger. Alright, next is Quad Desert Fury. It looks like a game up my alley, but I haven't played it yet. It's another game that Aaron Fazbear gave to me. Alright, and then next is Madagascar. This game is meh. It is nostalgic to me, but looking back, it's just okay. It doesn't. I mean, you do get to play as all the characters from the movie, but it's just generic. It's just meh side scroller. Next game, which is actually, how about this one? Super Mario Advance, which is actually Super Mario Bros. 2 for some reason. I don't know why Nintendo didn't go with Super Mario Bros. 1, you know, on the NES. But it also has the original Mario Bros. From the arcade. You tired of hearing arcade yet? But yeah, it's just Super Mario Bros. 2 more updated. I mean, I never played the original Super Mario Bros. 2. Come on, camera, focus. There we go. I never played the original Super Mario Bros. 2 on the NES, but this was a fun game. That is definitely a really good game, and probably one of the best games on the Game Boy Advance. And then next is Ed, Edd n Eddy Jawbreakers. Haven't played it. Actually, I think I might have seen Aaron Fazbear play it, but I don't know. I really want to get into the show as well, because I missed out on the show growing up. Alright, the next is WarioWare Inc. Mega Micro Games. Funny story about this game. I found it at a local store in New Hampshire. It was called Exchange, and I found this game in you know how some retro game stores will put all like crappy games in a bin? I actually found this game in that bin, in one of those bins, for $1. So I got like a bargain on this, and this game was really fun. So, if you know the WarioWare games, is micro games, like 5-second micro games. Like you have to do something really quick, like oh crap, like stomp something, pick your nose, etc. It's so weird, but it's so fun. Alright, then the last loose Game Boy Advance game that I have is probably, well, many would consider the best one. Well, kind of. Pokemon Sapphire. I just got this today, and yeah, it's probably the most expensive game I have on the Game Boy Advance, and I like this. Look how nice this blue is. This is beautiful. I want to start getting into Pokemon Sapphire. It's just, you know, Pokemon games are long, and that's actually my first Pokemon game. Alright, so now let's move into the box games. My one lone box Game Boy Color game that I have is Frogger 2. So, it's Frogger 2. I'm guessing it's this Frogger 2 Swampy's Revenge on the PS1 and Dreamcast. But, more simplified for the Game Boy Color. I mean, I've actually played it. It's kind of like, Temple of the Frog over there. But, it just doesn't have, like, the more interesting levels compared to... Well, that has the more interesting levels compared to this. It's just simple arcade fun, and it's complete in there. The cartridge is in this little slot right here, and then there's the manual. Alright, now moving on to the Game Boy Advance games. I'll put the box games over there. I can actually maybe move these and just put it right there. There we go. Alright, now for the box games. Next is the worst condition Game Boy Advance game I have, and that is Mario Kart Super Circuit. Mario Kart Super Circuit itself is a good Mario Kart game. I definitely prefer any of the other ones over it. But this game is fun, and it's complete. I mean, I have the player's choice one. I don't really care. I mean, maybe one day I'll find a better conditioned box, because look at how hideous this is. But Mario Kart Super Circuit is a fun game. I prefer other Mario Kart games over it, but that's a good game. Alright, next is X3, the official game. This one is actually sealed. Now, the thing is, I don't know if this is a legit seal, because I don't know if Game Boy Advance games were sealed in shrink wrap or not. Or so, I don't know. And it's kind of crushed here on the bottom, right here. So, I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments can tell me if this is a legit seal or not. If it's fake, then I'll probably end up opening it. But, yeah. Hopefully someone can tell me the legitimacy of that seal. Next is Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. This one is also complete inside there. This is easily the weakest version of Lego Star Wars 2. I mean, any of the console ones, and even the DS version is better than this, because this one is isometric, but it's kind of confusing at times, and you just kind of have no idea where to go. Maybe I need to play it again, and it'll change. Maybe it'll change my mind, but I don't know. That's easily the weakest out of like the different versions of Lego Star Wars 2. Alright, the next is Shrek 2. Yeah! You could tell this is going to be good because Shrek is so happy about it. I actually got this in, and yet again, another like those cheap bins where I got WarioWare. So yeah, they're telling out. I can't speak. They were putting out box games as well. Black Friday, one of my used game stores, Core Gaming. And you know what's even better? This game it has a Baskin Robbins coupon that is expired. Wah. But Shrek 2, it's a basic 2D platformer. Play as Shrek and all the main characters from the movie. The box is actually in pretty nice condition, and it even has the baggie for the cartridge. It's a decent game. I used to have Shrek the Third on the Game Boy Advance, and I remember liking it. Maybe not. Maybe now I might not like it, but I don't know if I ever get it again. Alright, coming down to my last two boxed games, I got Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and this one is also complete, and this one was $4, surprisingly. But I really got this because I wanted to try out the how this game connects to the GameCube, because that's what a lot of Game Boy Advance games did, but I don't have the link cable, so yeah. Chamber of Secrets is a really good game. It's basically, think of the Zelda games, like the Zelda games with Harry Potter spells. Yeah, it's a good game. All right, then my last boxed Game Boy Advance game is usually the best condition one out of all of them, and that is Spyro Season of Ice, which is again also complete. I also like this box. This box is in excellent condition. I mean, maybe because I bought it off eBay, but I doubt it. But Season of Ice is easily, I'd say, one of my favorite games on the Game Boy Advance. I mean, because you get to hold Spyro in the palm of your hand. Well, no, that's not why. But it's just a fun game. It's just a fun game overall. The coolest Spyro adventure ever. Haha, no. But yeah, if you ever find Season of Ice in the wild, I pick it up. I want to get Spyro 2 Season of Flame at some point, because I've heard that's actually a better game over Season of Ice. But look at this cover art. It's beautiful. Alright, so that is my entire Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance collections. Yes, I am missing a lot of games on any of these. Like, for Game Boy, I am missing Metroid 2, Super Mario Land 2, Legend of Zelda, Link to the Past, the Mega Man Game Boy games, etc. Game Boy Color, I am missing, Zelda, not Phantom Hourglass, Oracle Seasons and Ages, Shantae, Metal Gear Solid, etc. And then Game Boy Advance, Pokemon Ruby, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, Sonic Advance, the original, the rest of the Mario Advance games, Castlevania, Circle of the Moon, and Area of Sorrow, etc. I do plan on getting those games, but I'm fine with this so far. Yeah, my collection's pretty unimpressive, but I do plan on getting more games in the future. So yeah, that's it. So thank you all for watching the video, and please comment, like, and subscribe. And next video is going to be my Switch collection, which will be my last collection for January 2019. So shock the world and us, amiibros. Goodbye.